MrHartgrave here, and I just wanted to talk a bit about Darkest Dungeon 2, now in early access at the Epic Games Store, and just kind of give you my impressions of it after playing it all day. Played it all day on stream for like 8 hours, and I gotta say, I love it. It's better than the first one in my opinion. I know it's missing some of the it's kind of a different game. The combat is the same, more or less. I think the combat's more refined and better than the first one. And the other aspects of the game, it's more like Oregon Trail. It really is. And I think they even have that in a lot of like the press material for it, because it really plays more like Oregon Trail than it does like Wizardry. Like the first Darkest Dungeon was more of like a wizardry experience where, yeah, you had this big disposable list of people, your characters that you were getting and leveling up. It was more of a hardcore kind of role-playing game with like roguelite elements. This is more of a true rogue experience where you're going in and you're going to suck. Right off the bat, you're going to die. You don't have what you need to succeed, and it's going to be bad on you. Whereas the other one, you saw more of a progression. You were constantly leveling up your town and characters, and that was cool. However, the grind was very extreme, and the amount of time that you were spending in the town was extreme. Whereas here in Darkest Dungeon 2, they've kind of gotten rid of a lot of the menus that you have to navigate. Now, I will say, if you do invest some time at the start of your run to like kind of make sure that all of your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, you're going to do a lot better. However, it's not the same amount of prep time that you had to do. With the original Darkest Dungeon, the prep time was insane. I would spend 30 minutes like prepping to go into the dungeon, turn it off, and then come back later and then actually do the dungeon itself, which is like another 30 minutes to an hour. So that's gone. It's more of a fast, immediate, okay, got my characters together, here's their gear, we're off and we're running and we're playing. It's an immediate experience. And let me walk you through a few things that you can do, a few tips if you pick this up and you want to start making progress right away. Once again, I wouldn't focus on like trying to beat the game or anything like beat the game or any of that kind of stuff. It's really about the atmosphere and the presentation here and the story that's being presented. All that is so wonderful that trying to like get good and like beat the game, I don't really think that should be anyone's focus. It's such a unforgiving game. It's so hard. I know there's going to be those people out there that want to like really get good at it. And there's definitely some really cool YouTube channels on that out there. This is not that. This is just us having fun. So let me try to show you a few things you can do just to make a little bit of progress. Once again, we're not really going to get down into like into the weeds on this. It's real high level, but here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, we are live on Twitch. We do everything live on Twitch, so we got my grave diggers here. Here we go. Let's check this out. All right, we're going to continue the journey. Now, like I've said, I'm like 8 hours into this. Try to show you a few things about this. I'm going to start right off, and you can move the coach. Like I said, very Oregon Trail. Road trip through hell. Awesome vibe in this game. Just going to go through a run here.
The shackles of denial must be destroyed.
Yeah, the Darkest Dungeon 1 grind was really brutal. I don't feel set back on this one yet. I might get to that point where like when I do a run, it's like, oh God, now I have to rebuild all these resources. You're not really there's not as much resource management. I think that's what I was trying to get at in my intro. There's not as much resource management. In the first one, you had to really manage where you put your resources, who you were building up. Here, it's much simpler decisions to make, and you're gonna get good at the game. You're gonna figure out builds as you go through. So the main thing you're gonna be grinding for right now in early access is you're gonna grind your profile level up to level 15, and that's gonna unlock at level 5 here, or level 4, I think even, or 3, I don't know. Early on, you're gonna unlock the Hellion, and then Runaway at 6, Jester at 9, Leper at 12, Occultist at 15. We'll come back and make videos on all these characters, I assume, because they're awesome, and I'd like to do that. Right now, okay, what you want to pay attention to when you select your party, well, right off the bat, when you first load up, you're not even going to have an option of the Hellion. You're just going to have these first 4, and you'll just have to slot them in. No choice to make there, very easy. But one thing you'll want to pay attention to are their traits up here. They have like positive and negative traits, and you'll want to pay attention to those to make sure that when you do have a choice, you'll want to grab ones that don't have awful traits, because you can definitely just you can mess your run up right here in this screen just by bringing the wrong batch of characters. I don't know, actually, I haven't played around with this on how to reset this. You might be able to shut the game down, load it back up, and get a whole new batch of characters. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if you can do that, if that's something you do. I'd probably just work with what they give me, though. This is minus 20% resistance. The Plague Doctor is normally a staple of my runs. I like the Plague Doctor. I also, the Grave Digger, the Grave Robber, Grave Digger, has been like my MVP of all the runs that I've done. Grave Robber is always the last one to die, the most valuable. I can't see doing a run without the Grave Robber. That would be tough. Oh, she gets 5% armor on this run. These are always random, I believe. I have not been too impressed with the Highwayman. I know a lot of people like him a lot. Man-at-Arms is usually pretty good. I find it hard to do a run without Man-at-Arms right now. His ranged attacks are doing... He has like no ranged attacks. That's a hilarious... These perks don't make a lot of sense sometimes. All right, I think we're going to go with the Hellion. I like the plus 10% death resistance. So we'll take that. And yeah, really just take a little bit of caution with who you pick in. I really don't like minus 20 resistance. Is not good to be sickly. I guess I could try a run without the Plague Doctor. You know what? I've never tried it. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can make do. Oh, another thing you want to look at when you're picking out these characters, if you don't know from like Darkest Dungeon 1, is you want to pay attention to where they're at in the lineup and what they can do from where they're at. Like I think Highwayman is probably a little better in the very back than in the middle, just from the kinds of skills that he has. And then you can customize the skills. However, you won't have any of these unlocked at the start, but this is what you're really going to want to do. This is the progress that you can make run to run. This will carry you, at least in the beginning. I don't know what happens later on. Like I said, only 8 hours in. But right now, this is very important to get these extra skills unlocked, and I'll tell you how to do that. So I don't care for Poison Dart, and I don't care for Flashing Daggers. I used to love Flashing Daggers, but I'm really over it at this point. And my other skill is on Plague Doctor. But let's move on with this. Yeah, a lot of characters do have skills that'll let you move them around. Look, placement is a big deal. Placement's a big deal in this game, so you have to pay attention to that. That's for sure. You can't use certain abilities from the back row. You can't do certain things from the front row. So knowing where you're going to put your characters is big. You'll learn that pretty fast. Okay, this is the start of the run. You always just get like a bunch of stuff, which is cool. The higher your like level, your overall level is, the more hope you gather up, the better these items might be. Always take them all. And then what you're going to want to do right here is go in and start equipping these trinkets right away. So you're going to get some trinkets. I have some resistance and some max hit points. I usually like to give more hit points to the Hellion. And you'll unlock her pretty early on, but basically you want more hit points on whoever is up front taking damage and doesn't have enough hit points. So that's Hellion in this case. So we'll give her that. And another thing you really want to do is equip any combat items you have. These can really change things up for you, especially if you have healing items. Here I'm not seeing a lot of healing items, sadly. And I usually want to put these on characters who sometimes can't do things. Like you're kind of always hitting people with the Hellion. You're kind of always hitting people with Man-at-Arms. Grave Robber is usually pretty useful. I'm going to give something over to the Highwayman. He can cure blind. That's not actually that useful, unfortunately. But this looks like a pretty good item over here. And we'll just go ahead and if you don't have these items equipped, you can't use them. So you might as well throw them up there. Or else if you need them, you won't have them. You can't use them. They're useful nowhere else. Always equip your items is what I'm trying to say. Always equip your items. Always equip your trinkets. They don't carry over in between runs. So you just got to equip them and let them go. And that's what I'm saying about this upfront work. If you do that a little bit, pay attention to that, it can really make the rest of the run. That's the difference between a good and bad run right there, is putting those trinkets on and putting those items in. And that can really change things for you. All right, going forward, we're going to get into our first little fight. This first little fight is really easy. I can't imagine anyone's dying on this fight. If you're dying on this fight, you're gonna have dark times ahead, I tell you what. It's going to be problems for you. But this first fight gives you a chance to kind of check out your composition. Okay, we're going to light our torch right here, basically. This is these are nice little sample encounters that you get. And what you do is you just pick one of these. Down at the bottom here, you can see what it's going to give you. It's going to give you some torchlight. It's going to give you some food. Yeah, you just pick one. And you just hold the button down. Hold the mouse clicker down. It'll give you everything. It'll let you know if your teammates liked that choice or if they hated it. I think yellow for like and blue for dislike. So they didn't mind that choice. We're all in agreement here. Your party is going to bicker. They are going to fight. They are going to ruin your run. It's gonna be something else. It's one of the most enjoyable parts of the game for sure. Is the interactions that your party has. Something that I didn't really. There was a little bit of this in the first one. There's a lot of this in the second one. It's so huge. The party interactions can really make or break your run. It's very interesting. From what I've found, it's best. It does. I don't think it matters if you run into stuff on the road or if you don't. But one time I swore I got something out of here, so I run into stuff now. It doesn't seem to affect you negatively. So don't worry if you run into stuff. If you're a drunk driver, it's okay.
You can feel it. A change in the air.
All right, we're coming up on that first encounter. Like I said, this is a good way for you to kind of test out your party, test out abilities. It's a pretty easy encounter. And that's what it looks like. There's a little blockage in the road, and that's a road encounter. There's always one right here at the start. All right, so placement matters. What I've found, my biggest tip for this game in encounters, my biggest encounter tip is to focus on one character and kill them. Don't spread out the damage. You do not want to spread out the damage on multiple characters and try to kill them all at once. They are going to kill you. My best successes come from targeting one character. You kill one character at a time. Usually the weakest one. Just get rid of them so they have less actions. Even the weakest character in Darkest Dungeon can just clap you. It is ridiculous. They have such overpowered abilities. Most of them are horrifying. You just want to kill the weakest one, save the strongest one, or whichever one you have an opportunity to take out. Like who's ever taken damage, just kill them, get rid of them, get it down to a 4-on-1 match as soon as possible. That's really what you want to do. All right, and we're going to use like the most damaging abilities, really. Just go brutal on them. If you the enemies up close are usually going to hit you the hardest. The ones in the back are usually going to do support stuff, and you'll learn which ones are high threat. Right now, these are probably all about equal. I'm just going to go for the ones up front. Using your buffs is crucial. So learning your buffs and debuffs. This is definitely a in-depth combat system that you're in here. You can't just slam on attacks and win. It's usually better to do like with the Man-at-Arms, throw up some defense. Throw up some defense abilities. Make sure you don't die to one hit. If you can buff their offense, make sure they kill things with one hit. That's awesome. I'm not really there yet. Killing things with one hit isn't something that really happens in this game at this point. All right, we're gonna go for the take aim. Just getting a good, that gives him dodge, and make sure that his next attack instantly crits. And that defense gave them just higher defense for one attack. Hellions a great damage dealer, a good early unlock. Probably start messing around with her early. Okay, now I've unlocked these skills. These skills are awesome. And I'm going to show you how to get them as we go through. But there are special skills in here that you can exploit and start creating builds around. That's really what this game is about, is making builds that work with the other party members. You're going to find synergies, all kinds of fun stuff. It's going to be kind of unique for everybody depending on how you unlock the abilities, what order you go in, which characters you're taking on your party. There's all sorts of... This is a cool game. It's an in-depth game. And even though campaigns are short now, like you can get through, in theory, I beat one level so far, and there's like 5 in a run. In theory, you can do that in like 5 hours. However, it's going to take you so many attempts to get up the kind of like power that you need to do it. You're going to be playing this game a lot, is what I'm trying to tell you. It's a lot. All right, we're going to shoot her. Nice critical attack. See, she liked that, so that their relationship has grown now. They're better friends. Okay, friendship is truly magic in this game. You see, I just went after her because she was already weak. So she was already weak. I just went after her. Like whatever's easiest. Like path of least resistance is usually what you're going to want to do on these fights. Like, I've tried to do it where I'm like, oh, that guy looks really tough. Let me try to hit him. And I'm not damaging him and I'm missing. He always has dodge or something. That's not going to work. It's like, who's ever the weakest, just take them out and then move on to something else. Now, these characters aren't powered up or anything. They don't have any special... That's just what they are. There's no levels here for your characters. The only thing you can do is get, like, better enhancements for them and unlock skills. The main thing you're going to want to do when you pick up this game is start unlocking these skills. That's going to be crucial. That's how you're going to get better at it. That's how it's going to get a little easier. Not that this game is easy at all, actually. It's not even supposed to be. If you're not dying, you're not doing it right. I mean, you're probably hacking. I don't think it's possible to pick up this game and just win it on your skill alone. Although, who knows? Maybe I just suck. All right. So that was the first level. I mean, it's not really a level. It's more of like a little tutorial that you play every time and get some gear from. So you go through here. It recaps what went down. And then this is the end. So you get to the end in between levels. And that's where you can use your food now. You can't use this stuff on missions anymore. And you have end items. I would use stuff to lower sanity if I had any. I don't have to restore any hit points. Everybody's at full hit points. Some of this will give me buffs. Like this gives me disease resistance. Here's -3 stress. Like, look, straight up, I don't even think I'm going to make it to the next end. So using this stuff now, I may as well, quite honestly. Quite honestly, you may as well use it now. Like, I could hold it, but look, I know that this run, I'm not going far in this run. I already know it. Fool me once. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the disease resistance because like I said, it just doesn't matter. Oh, she's resistant to it. She can't use it. Item condition. Fussy eater. Okay, we have a fussy eater. We have a. Oh, I think if there's one fussy eater in the party, they won't stand for it. So your group can just shut you down at any moment. Beautiful. All right, lovely bunch of characters. Okay, then we go over to Mastery Trainer. You get 1 skill point at the start of the game. You will get more, but you have to beat a level to use these skill points. So pick wisely. One skill that I think there's a lot of good skills. Usually I do the Plague Doctor. I do his medicine, and that heals more. That's pretty good. This is only on PC right now, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. Early access on PC, only through the Epic Game Store. If you buy it, please use my creator code. It helps me out. It won't hurt you. That's all I can say. So you want to pick a skill. It'll show you what it does when it's upgraded. More damage skills do more damage. One I like is Defender, and this increases the amount of defense you get from doing Defender. It's a very good buff. It'll keep you alive. Let's go ahead and do that. That's what I did on my last run. It seemed to work pretty well. You can play around. You don't get to keep these upgrades, so you get to play around with them, see what they do. Unlocking better skills. And I don't think we have multiple levels as far as I can tell. I think that's it. It's 1 level. It's either upgraded or not upgraded. And as you go, in theory, you'll get more if you can make it. Okay, you can also throw some, you can rename your coach. You can rename it as your favorite monster truck. And then you can add gear to your coach to make it better. So now I'm going to be able to produce various concoctions and powders. I haven't had this upgrade before. This is cool. I don't know what that does. I guess we'll find out. You'll get new stuff every time, and then you get to pick your route. I have 2 of them available here. Now, some of your traits make your characters do better in certain areas. I don't think I have any of those this time around. So I'm just going to pick determined on, they have certain perks, disadvantages, and advantages to them. So this one gives me some extra scout chance, and this one gives me extra resistance to blight, which is nice. Or no, I'm sorry, a negative resistance to blight. So that one's no good. That'll make it easier. Avoid the hospital. So some of these have extra goals, and then if you do them, you get extra rewards. I can't avoid hospitals are so useful. And avoid the watchtower. Both of these extra goals honestly suck. Those are not fun goals. I'm going to go ahead and go for backcountry here. At least I'll get some extra scout chance. No, plus 200% cultist encounters is bad though. The cultist encounter sucks. I think I've died on that one every single time. So you know what? We're going to go over to the Tangle. I don't like being hit with extra blight, but I can't handle this. And you know what? If I can avoid the hospital, I will get extra reward. Hey, why not? You just got to embrace the suck. I'm telling you, you're not going to win. Like, there's no winning here. There's no winning here. You're going to die. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do to actually make some progress. So here we go. We're ready as we're going to be. This game is brutal, but so much fun. It's the most evil game of Oregon Trail you will ever play. All right, so we're going to see the map right here, and then I'll give you a nice overview, and hopefully I can point out the locations that we want to get to. I'll tell you kind of what we want to get to and what we want to avoid. At least in the early game. Don't be brave, okay? I was brave. In my first run, and it's my first impressions video, you can see I wasn't brave. I actually finished the level. I never did it again because I kept being brave. I kept being like, oh, let me go do this crazy thing or that crazy thing. And I just kept dying over and over and over again and making no real meaningful progress. Okay, I have a resistance encounter, and then I have question marks. I don't know what's there. Hero Shrine, yes. These are what you want to get to. Right here are the Hero Shrines. Let me get my cursor on that, if you can see that. The Hero Shrine, that's what you want to do. When you first start up the game, this is all you want to do is go to these Hero Shrines. That is the big tip. You can stop now. Make sure you like and subscribe. Watch the rest of the video if you want to see the run, but that's really it. You want to go get the Hero Shrines. That'll unlock abilities for your different characters. It'll show you these awesome storylines for each character. which are amazing, awesome, fun. It's really where the game is. So do the hero shrines. That'll unlock all your abilities, and that'll actually make it easier to do the runs as you will have more variety. You can start to make these builds and start to optimize your runs and get a real party together that actually operates and can do some stuff and beat some things easier. Other than that, you're just going to run your head into the wall over and over again until you start unlocking, because you don't really get to keep much. You don't get to keep your trinkets. You don't get to keep your money. You don't get to keep a lot of things. You gain hope, and that raises your level, which gets you the ability to get better things. But the only thing you really get to keep from run to run are these skills that you're going to unlock on the characters. So you're going to want to start that early. You don't want to neglect that. Everything else here is only just for this run. So you're basically just going to want to try to avoid dying, avoid encounters. You want to go to the hospital if you need to get healed, and do these hero encounters. So I want to make sure I'm on track to go to this hero shrine. So it looks like I'm going to stick to the right this time around. I'm going to stick to the right this time around. Here we go. And yes, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Here we go. Narrator's still in full effect on this game. I love Wayne. And yeah, there's an element of luck too, because if you get too many like road encounters, that can screw up your run too real fast, real fast. All right, so this was an easy encounter. This is just some people that we can choose to help or not. Once again, you roll over here, you see what it's going to give you. You want to make sure your torch stays lit. I had a run, my torch went out. I'm sure at some point that's a fun thing to do, but yeah, it's not fun in these early runs. Oh, no, 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 no. So here, all right, I want to avoid his because he loses me torch. These are all going to cost me money. I see treasure over here. I see food. All right, I think I'm going to do this.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
And these give me some inn items. Like those inn items, if you can make it to the inn, that's great. That's great. All right, we're going to avoid the hospital. I don't need the hospital, so I am going to avoid it. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be foolish and brave. I could have taken the hospital, no encounter, but here I am. I'm going to try to avoid it to do the extra quest. I'm sure that's going to be my downfall. Should have just went to the hospital. I don't need it though. Nobody's hurt, so. And you do heal in between now. So when you're in your coach in between, you do seem to regain some health. I think the longer you travel without an encounter, the more you're going to refuel. Okay, it looks like we got an encounter here. And some of these will give you a bonus. Oh, okay, I can lose some torch and run away, which, yo, honestly, I'm going to do. I am totally going to lose some torch and run away. They don't like it, but that's all right. They're going to deal with it. It does not pay to be. In these early runs, you just want to get to these hero shrines. You just want to get to hero shrines for a bit. Just as many hero shrines as you can get to. Travel as far as you can. It'll raise up your hope levels. You're just learning the game when you're starting up. You don't have to be good. This doesn't have to be the best run you've ever done. All right, we got the hero shrine. So this is awesome. I'm very happy to be here. And then you get to pick one of your characters that you want to basically have them learn an ability. So you get to pick one of them, you get to add an ability to them. I'll go ahead and we'll pick the highwayman because I haven't, and I feel like he needs another skill. Because I haven't really seen his true potential, but I imagine he's just missing some skills. So if I unlock some of his skills, maybe I'll like him more. Because sometimes you got to use them. Sometimes everybody else is going to have garbage traits on him.
Chapter 1.
I usually like to listen to these.
A prison riot. A fleeting chance to escape incarceration.
So this is one of the cool ones. Some of these you get to play like a little mini level, which plays out some of the backstory of the character that you're checking out, that you're trying to gain the ability on. So it's not just like, boom. Some of them are just you read a little bit of story and they just hand you the ability and then off you go. Some others you get to do a little bit of interaction, which is awesome here. All right, we're gonna use some rocks. Throw some rocks. Go, Highwayman. I don't know. Can he beat up 4 guys? What is he going to have to do to beat up 4 guys? Yo, Highwayman's a badass. He's just going to beat up 4 prison guards? Okay, he's got a knee strike. If I can get him up to the top, he can do a knee strike. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and get myself up there. Move him up to the front and then knee strike. There we go. Little combo action. I think these are designed so that you win them. So I'm not too worried about losing this. Alright, they knock him back, but he's just going to work his way back up to the front. Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I don't know what happens if you lose one of these. Can you lose one of these? I don't know. I guess we might find out. They keep pushing him back. I think he's got more health than he does when he's on my team. He was healthier back in the day in prison, you know, working out. Come on, knock this guy out. I want these skills. I want him to learn these skills, then not the ones that he has in the game. I think this is going to knock this guy out. That's it. 1 down. Dodge everything. Dodge it all. Another 1 down. He's making easy work of these guys. Dude, if I could have this character, I would take this one. This guy kicks ass. Yo, if they sell this downloadable content, I'll buy this guy. I'll buy the prison highwayman. This guy rocks. Yes, I want these skills. Alright, only 1 more left. Now, I might have to knock out these gravestones if I want to get to this guy. Sometimes you got to beat up the gravestones, but I think I can get around him. He seems to have pretty good reach. Now his stress is going up. He might get an infliction here if I'm not careful. Alright, I think there it is. Encounter done. And now we got a new skill. Plus you get an extra mastery point if you can beat the level. Alright, he has point blank shot, which would require him to be up at the front. Boy, it looks brutal though. I think we gotta use it. I think we gotta... These skills is where you want to go. Alright, yeah, we gotta get that equipped. So you can equip them right away. Just right click on them. Grab this here, and then you can select it. So I really want to get a set of abilities. You know, tracking shot does not come up that much. Let's use point blank shot. And then what you'll want to do is use duelist advance. And then point blank shot. And then this will push them back. So move him up, push him back, point blank. It looks like I almost want to put him up at the front. And you can move him around right down here at the bottom however you want. So I don't want him in the back anymore. You know what? I can put him here and then we can advance and then do it. Let's do it like that. I want like everyone up at the front. This is going to be a juggling trick to use this. This is going to require some thought. I don't know how well this is going to work. I know that Barristan, your man-at-arms, barely has any like front row moves. You can see over here too where these dots are. This will show you where they're effective at. Hellian's actually very useless unless she's up front. So maybe she needs to be up front. Yeah, Grave Robber's fine in the back. Man-at-Arms is even okay. Highwayman's kind of good anywhere, but I really want to start using this point-blank shot. And to use it, he has to be in the first spot, and then the enemy has to be in the first spot. But it's a very good ability, so I do want to try it out. I want to show everybody if it's worth getting. Is it worth getting? We'll have to make a video about which one of these is actually worth getting. Oh, we got to check the map. We're coming up on a crossroad here. I don't know which way to go. I want to get to the watchtower. All right, I think we're gonna try to make our way to the watchtower. The watchtower will open up all these question marks so you can see what you're gonna go towards, which is very important to plan out your route. All right, so we're gonna veer left. I honestly don't know. I'm a little messed up on this run because I'm doing so little scouting.
They need your help.
Oh, and we got a road encounter. I think staying on the paved roads is probably better. You get less of these road encounters. These can really mess your run up if you play them wrong. All right, so she's going to have to do some thrown dagger. We'll target the back one. Yeah, point blank. I mean, yeah, it's worth it just to go through and check out these hero shrines. Because the stories are so cool on all of them. Every single one of them I've done has been awesome. Alright, the Barbarian, the Hellion yell is good because it can... Well, here it did nothing. It just missed. But usually it'll weaken people. Alright, so we're going to use the Duelist Advance. And bring him up to the front. So he's set up to do point blank. And then he also has counters. Where he's going to counter the next attack now too. Which is awesome. And like I said, we're just going to go after the one that's already damaged and just keep damaging them until they're gone. That's usually the best strategy. Kill the one that's already hurt. Alright, we're going to use Defender. Alright, build that bond between them too. Do stuff that the characters like and avoid doing stuff the characters hate. Too often, I will do stuff that's optimal that the characters hate, and every time it screws me up. So you really gotta take note of what they don't like and avoid it. It matters. It actually matters. Okay, I can use my point blank shot.
A promising development.
Beautiful. Point blank shot is awesome. Big fan of point blank shot right now. These abilities really make a difference.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Friendship is magic. Awesome game. Alright, we're going to use Dead of Night. Remove one of these tombstones. That'll make it easier to get at the guy in the back. Plus, it gives her all kinds of buffs. I got a nice build going on with my Grave Robber right now. Team's firing on all cylinders. This is always good. Alright, Duelist Advance. Wonderful. Easy encounter. These aren't the hard encounters, though. Those are coming. Alright, that moves him up, too. So we're doing a lot more party movement with this build than I was before. And I'm going to go ahead and do Dead of Night again. And Dead of Night heals Grave Robber. That's her second skill, is Dead of Night. It's a pretty good one. And we're going to do Point Blank again. And that's over.
An inkling of potency
Love it.
lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
We got a combat item and a trinket here that gives me more death resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and equip that right away. Not going to waste time. Not going to hold on to that. Always going to equip my trinkets. You can sort them up here. Alright, so who needs death resistance? Let's put on the Highwayman. He's kind of getting out there in front a lot, so I don't want him to die. Alright, moving forward. Alright, easy encounter here. I think we're just going to get our torch lit. That's what's important. Big torch lighting there, a little good torch lighting. Alright. Yeah, you want to keep that torch lit. If that torch goes out, your run's going to go south in a hurry. We got some in items, a combat item. No healing though. Okay, we got some burning resistance, so we'll get that on somebody real fast. Let's see. Alright, we'll throw it on her. It's hard to say who's going to benefit most from burn resistance. I don't even know if I'm going to run into anybody that burns me. Okay. Alright, I need to stay left because we're going to the watchtower, so we get some more intel.
You will fight so that others may flee.
Looks like we got an encounter coming up. All right, the Forgotten Outpost. And we only have one option here. Oh, we're going to run away again. Oh, no, it looks like we have two options. I'm going to run away. Look, I'm not brave. I don't care. You're going to run away until you get overpowered in this game, until you get like all the abilities unlocked. You're just it's not worth the risk. It's honestly not. It's better to go further and get more hope points than die in some, forgotten cellar on your early runs. Because you always run the risk of running into a road encounter, which can also destroy you.
Seasoned soldiers were deployed to a winding front.
You're super weak when you start out. And if you don't know that when you start, you'll figure it out real fast. Okay. I do not like cannons. I do not like cannons. Alright, we are going to advance and get into that point blank shot again, because that works out so nicely. Just right on the front guy. We're just going to take him out. We'll throw a dagger. Oh, good God. The cannon's so strong. It does so much damage. I wish I could kill it fast, but I can't. We're just going to have to deal with it. It sucks so much. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get weak on these guys. There it is. I got weak on one of them. The next attack does minus 50% damage. It's really good. Alright, we'll get some protection up. Oh, no, no, no. Now the Highwayman's getting jealous. Alright, I got to stop protecting people. You see, normally I would just keep protecting and just ignore him, but if I keep it up, he's going to get so pissed off. He's going to be such a pain in my ass. He's going to make me regret it. 100%. Alright, I got point blank. Awesome! Oh, now they're bickering. Those two. All right, we're going to use Dead of Night. My favorite character's got to be the Grave Robber right now. All right, let's see. What are we going to do? All right, we're going to use Rampart. Get in on this guy. Just kill the easiest ones. That pushed him back. All right, now I have to hit. That's all right. We'll hit the cannon. Oh. Took a hit. That wasn't such a bad hit, though. I've seen worse. I've seen the cannon do worse. Stress is getting out of control on the man-at-arms. Okay, now I can use repartee. She can only do that when she's in stealth. And now they have to attack her, but she has like extra dodge ability, which is nice. Alright, you know what? Yeah, let's just hit it. I was thinking about yelling at the cannon, but you know what? Let's just hit it. Okay, we're going to advance again. Awesome. This run's making me a fan of Highwayman. I can't lie. I was dissing on Highwayman, but I'm starting to feel it now. I might be a fan. All right, I'm going to protect. Oh man, I said I wasn't going to do that. I should protect him. Then someone else is going to start getting jealous. You can't win. Come on, Highwayman, don't be like that. All right, we're going to use the Duelist Advance again. Get up in his face. Get ready for that point-blank shot. Awesome. Oh, she got an attack bonus. She got plus 50% damage for having that friendship. It really pays to pay attention to the friendships. The relationship aspect of this game is something to not be ignored. Look, I'm going to try to pay it attention right now. We're going to defend. I'm going to defend Highwayman. Calm down, buddy. Ah, now the other one's getting mad at me. I just gotta. I can't defend anymore. It's upsetting the party too much. They can't handle him protecting each other. So it's really advisable to stop it. You don't want to because it's a good ability, but if it's gonna cause your party to go nuts on each other, then you really have to back off of it. You would think it wouldn't matter, but it kind of matters. All right, it's got a like a death mark on it. These can be triggered by different abilities. I don't know if I have any abilities that trigger on that. All right, I'm just gonna hit it. It's dazed. Oh, I think that stunned it. That was a good move. I didn't know that move could stun people. I learned something new every run. All right, those two like each other. At least those two like each other. Everybody else can hate each other, but those two are at least fans. All right. Throw a dagger over there. Not bad so far. Not bad. I can't protect. No more protecting. Not going to happen. All right, let's go ahead and just use Crush. We'll just have him hit things. That shouldn't upset anybody, right? All right, Duelist Advance. We got to get ready for that point-blank shot again that I like so much now. It's like my favorite thing. Oh, no.
In crisis,
Hellion took a huge shot.
upon each other.
That sucked. All right, I think we can get rid of it before it shoots again, though, thankfully. You see, this is where you want the Plague Doctor, because you could heal her up. They start to get jealous when they take each other's kills. All right, we got +1 mastery off of that, so that's good. If we can actually make it through this, this will be a great run. If we can make it through this. All right, forward we go to the Watchtower. So far, one of my better runs, and I'm owing a lot of it to point blank shot. That's definitely a great ability to set that up. All right, so now I can see everything. Which actually didn't reveal that much at this point, but Watchtowers are cool. It's much better to get the Watchtower earlier. All right, now I don't have a choice. All right, I'm going to go get some food and supplies. So this is a good encounter. Maybe relight that torch a little bit. We'll see. No!
Opportunity.
This is why you avoid as many encounters as possible, because sometimes you cannot avoid them. Another damn cannon. Oh, I hate the cannon so much. Alright, let me try to get this weak on them. Oh, this is bad. We're not doing well. I sense the end of the run coming. Another good tip is to not get discouraged when your run ends. It's gonna end. You're gonna die. Especially early on when you just start. There's no way to avoid it. Alright, I'm going after the weak guy. We want to get rid of a person. I can't use defend anymore. I gotta learn my lesson on that. I can't defend. It's gonna upset the party too much. Ah, killing people's upsetting the party. Come on. Everyone's mad at Arms. He can't do anything right. It's making everyone upset. Alright. No one's gonna get upset if I smash up that grave, are they? Come on, people. Alright, point blank shot. Oh, that's stimulants. Here we go. Boom. Throw him to the back. I'm afraid to do anything with I guess Man-at-Arms can set people up, but he's not allowed to kill people. I really need to kill that guy. I don't want to make him mad anymore. He can't get any more kills. It's like actual co-workers. It's horrible. Alright, she's got good range on her. She put bleed on him. That's gonna help. Oh, here comes a cannon shot. Ah, misfire. Good. Alright, we'll do repartee. Draw some of that fire from the back. And advance. There we go. Is that going to make anybody upset? Ah, you can't win. At least their relationship is doing pretty good, so it's not as bad as Man-at-Arms, who nobody likes. Or Man-at-Arms.
Empowered, emboldened.
Hellion has seen better days. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hit from the back. I don't know if you can make a cannon bleed, but if you could, she would do it. Alright, we got point blank. Oh, I can't point blank. I guess I can take aim. Let's take aim. And then my point blank is going to be really brutal. So we can smash up this grave. Move the cannon up. And that next point blank is going to be epic. Nice, that got her a heal. Awesome. Smash up that armor if I can. Okay, here comes... This point blank shot is going to be epic. Oh, Man-at-Arms is having a meltdown. Oh no. They hate each other. Oh man. Alright, repartee. Alright, let's get this thing out of here before he shoots again. Alright. Point blank shot. Oh, it barely did anything. That damn armor blocked it. I was all set up for it too. Awful. Just awful. Oh, this run's going south. We're going down, people. Alright, we can throw a dagger at it. Oh, we got it! Beautiful. Made it through the encounter. Yeah, they always had like a relationship aspect, but not like this. This is so intense. Alright, we have an item. Nothing I can use right now, so moving on. Just gonna try to succeed. Just gonna try to make it through this level. I honestly don't. I don't know. I don't know what the odds of success are here. Probably low. Ah, another encounter. Awful. Okay, let's advance up. Alright, we can throw a dagger, I guess, at the big guy. Nice. Got the relationship working. I think we do want to try to lower... Yeah, let's try to lower their attack. Alright, we got weak on both of them. That's good. That helps. Especially at the start when there's going to be so much damage going on. I can only rampart. You know what? I want to rampart this guy and move the other guy to the front so I can point blank shot him. Ah, it didn't push him back. But I did stun him, so that was good. Not for very long, though. He's weakened. No good.
A brilliant conclusion.
Working those relationship bonuses. Love it. All right, let's see. What are we going to do here? I think we're going to use Crush on this one in the front, because I think the point blank shot is going to take care of it. That's going to do it. Uh-oh. Brutal fight. We got bleed on him, though, so that's good. Oh. Alright, good. Highwaymen fought back. And I think we finally get to do something. Yeah, you're dead. Oh, put him at death's door. Didn't kill him yet. I would have thought that would have killed him, but not quite. Okay, but we can kill him with the dagger. There we go. Oh, alright. Now they don't hate each other as much. Bonus. Alright, do the duelist advance. Set up for another point blank shot. Okay, I think we're just going to use a crush. And just keep chipping away at this big guy. Alright, cool. We get to destroy a tombstone. She gets a big heal off of that, too. It's a great ability. Oh, no. I don't really have any way to heal the highwayman. That's a problem with this build I'm using, is I don't really have a heal. So I just gotta hope to kind of get out of this before he dies. Oh, it's not going so well. Oh no, Highwayman's dead. No more point blank shots for this run. Okay. I'll kill this guy. Maybe we can still make it out, but maybe not. This game's brutal, I tell you. It's totally brutal. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I can't even hit anybody. Alright, she can move up with that. Alright, she's going to go ahead and kill this tombstone. Get a nice big heal and a stealth. I tell you, Grave Robber's always the last one alive. Even before she got the stealth ability. Alright, Rampart. And Wicked Hack. A lot of damage dealers in this party. Okay, after 5 turns, if you can't beat them on a random encounter, you just leave. Okay, these are the relics that the highwayman was wearing. So I can repurpose those now, sadly. And I should. If I want any hope of making it out. So if your guy dies, you get to pick up his relics, which is nice, right? All right, we'll put that death resistance on the grave robber. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to put the death resistance on the grave. The grave robber's health is never going to go down. All right, I'll put it on the man-at-arms because he's going to die like any moment now. Oh, this is sad. Me and my 3 skill points. Where am I at? All right, I can go for assistance encounter, hoarder, or the lair. All right, we got to go to the left. Yeah, left is the way to go. I need assistance. Trust me on that. All right. A lot of stuff there. I need more torch though. If I run out of torch now, I'm doomed. Man-at-arms, you're just gonna have to be upset about that. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Having your torch go out on a run with only 3 party members, you may as well just force quit. Actually, I don't think you should ever force quit the game. You always want to play out your run because you're always going to get hope no matter what, and that's going to raise up your level and unlock the other characters. So that's a good thing to do too. All right, let's get this assistance. Hopefully we can avoid the road encounters. I think having the torch up high helps you avoid random encounters too, or makes them easier at least. Okay, more torch. More torch and food. All right, we'll do that.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of
Oh, we got a good bleed resistance on this trinket. We'll put the trinket on here. Inventory. Trinkets. Give the highwayman some bleed resist, or the grave robber some bleed resistance. Let's go. Oh, where am I going? I got either the cache or assistance encounter. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go up to the. I want to stay off the back road and stay on the main highway, and hopefully avoid any highway encounters. And then we're headed towards the end. We'll see if we can make it. There's no rest. There's no rest here. This is resting.
giving in to madness is
The desperate few. All right.
against it.
Well, these are definitely helping.
Heroes.
All right, yep, just more stuff. Just keeping the torch high.
Eager to
Keeping the gear coming in. Oh, good healing items. Okay, that's really helpful. All right, we got some really, really helpful items just now.
Your coach is laden. You
So these are the items that I wish I would have had before everyone died. But anyways, we got a trinket. This does more crit damage, which I would have put on my highwayman. I want to put this on who is ever hitting the most. I think Hellion is hitting the most. We'll take the resistance off. And we'll put that resistance over here on this guy. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to equip these heals. The healing salve does a moderate heal. And I think I'll give it to... I'm going to give it to the grave robber. She's not always hitting. Sometimes she's just throwing a knife and it doesn't do much. And I'll give it to this guy, because sometimes he's not even in position to hit. All right, and that might actually get... I might actually make it now that I grab those 2 items. That could be the difference. It's a little stuff like that that'll make the difference between a good run and a bad run. It's just paying attention when you get something. Oh my god, the party members are just fighting. They're just fighting while we're traveling. Remarking on my Twitch tags? Look, you don't know what's going to happen here. Come join us on Twitch. We have a good time. Oh no. Alright, we're going to try to get this weak. I got to heal her. I have to heal her now. Alright, let's do it. Alright, I have the healing salve. Alright, that's going to help her live. And it doesn't count as an action, which is good. And she can do pick to the face from here too, which is great. So now we got all three of them. We may have lost the highwaymen, but at least now we can all hit. See if we can make it through this encounter alive.
Empowered, emboldened.
Die. So close, so close. All right, that's it.
Suffering strengthens the bond.
I'm glad they're getting along. I'm glad those two are getting along. Okay, let's see here. She gets a big heal when she busts up these tombstones. Alright, we're going to put weak on these two. Excellent. Keep them weak and then keep her healed. Just trying to make it through. Just try to finish this off. I'm gonna hit the one that does not have armor on. Have a shield up. Just kill him fast. Nice. You know what? Oh, you know what? I should have done the gravestone. I wasn't even thinking. I just got so excited to kill this creature. All right, now we can do it. And get the big heal off of it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it through this encounter. There we go. You know what? You two got to knock it off with the fighting. Okay. Tough decision. I think we're just going to end this. Just end it right there. That's fine. No. We are going to escape. We are escaping. We are fine with what happened, and we are escaping now. It's good. Don't push your luck is my advice. Do not push your luck until you get more skills unlocked. My characters are just barely making it through this. Okay, last encounter hopefully coming up. Oh, I'm over encumbered, so I have to get rid of some items. It's a use it or lose it situation usually. I don't think I have any trinkets. Look, I'm not even making it to the next. I can probably get rid of some combat items. Oh, here, I can equip some combat items, too. I'll equip these band-aids. At least you get 10% healing with those. Alright, they still have healing salves. That's great. No, I don't need to worry about this. I can discard that. I can discard this. I can discard this. Just throwing away some stuff that I'm just not going to use. I'm probably going to die, honestly, before I even get there. So what's the matter? Okay, moving on. Let's go to the final final encounter. Approaching. Oh, the relationship's tested. Come on, you two.
Souls thrive in chaos they create.
All right, here we go. Just no road encounters. No road encounters. Just let me get there. All right, looks like we're going to get there clean. All right, yeah, you see, I did get an item from smashing into something. Verified. So smash into stuff when you're driving around. Gets you items. Oh, that was the inn. I made it. I made it.
Soften your gaze. It is safe.
All right, there you go. Those are my tips. I hope they help. Pick up the game. If you pick it up, enter my creator code. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks for supporting the channel. Gravediggers, make sure if you want to be a gravedigger, you got to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell, and keep digging.